speedrun map created by JDude96, players had to complete the courses as fast as they could and reach all 100 checkpoints to prove they had what it takes to play on the Fortnite World Cup stage. Tons of players attempted this death run in an effort to nab one of those 2 top spots. In the end, a few players got really creative, and 4Turtle and Stewart claimed the last 2 seats at the Creative Finals. And with these last 3 qualifiers in the bag, we're ready to bring these 8 teams to New York City to compete for a $3 million prize pool at the World Cup Creative Finals. Be sure to tune in on July 26th when we kick off the biggest competitive Fortnite weekend of all time. World Cup Finals. We are here at the USTA, aka the Arthur Ashe Stadium. I'm Zeke, this is Bala, and we have an incredible Fortnite weekend heading your way.
We're hanging out outside at the Fan Festival. We're having a blast, and inside of the Arthur Ashe Stadium, we're going to have some of the most awesome Fortnite action.
Scheduled to get a little bit brief about what we're going to take a look at. Today is all about the Fortnite Creative Finals and that Pro-Am. Tomorrow, Saturday, we're looking at the Duos Finals, and then Sunday, we wrap things up with the Solo Finals. We'll walk away with several world champions, not only from the VR side, but also from the Creative side as well. Now, I mean, you know, Bala, I can't lie to you. I am over the moon right now. I'm so hyped. The event's here. You can see the fans. You can hear them. Duos. It's going to be an unbelievable weekend.
I can see you bouncing out of your shoes. We're going to start with the creative mode. We're going to compete for the grand prize of $1 million today.
That's right. We have 8 teams of 4. So if you've been watching on Qualifier long, you know there's been 10 weeks of Battle Royale. But there's also been 8 weeks of creative qualifiers. 18 captains have put together a team of fantastic creative individuals that are going to be coming through and competing and participating in the finals. Now, I think it's time to introduce the teams. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Let's do it, Bala. We have teams getting ready. They are walking in. You can see the first few right now. It is the Funky Fighters. They are led by Tomoya. Team members are Kotu, Hyuzi, and Drakius. Now, Tomoya had built this unbelievable speedrun map. It was absolutely insane. And all the qualifiers actually found a in the map that Tomoya himself existed. And that's how they snagged the
all the different sandbox aspects of the creative mode and sharing tons of maps with the community, so he's a creator himself. And then Turkey, all of our teams almost are multinational. This player from Turkey, and then Crazy is finally the Swedish player who completed the map in 3 minutes and 28 seconds. That was the fastest time out of Funky Fighters.
Absolutely insane. Funny enough, we actually have a catch-up and hear what he had to say about the competition.
Hello, I'm Peter from I am the only pro player in all players.
Ready, we're having a good time. We'll continue on. Welcome the second team to the floor. It's going to be the Chicken Champions led by Rubius from Spain. They an elimination run created by Who's HN and Iscariot Egg. The map was another one of these elimination runs where they actually recreated but Rubius helped kind of occupy broke records.
That's right. Teammates are Bensor, Kororo, and Ryan. Now, of course, Bensor is from Norway. He's looking forward to playing here in front of this live audience. Very much excited. Kororo as well from Spain. He's only one of 2 controller players that are actually participating in the prom, so that's a pretty cool fact. And of course, let's not forget Ryan Frantis from USA, and he aspires to be recognized as a speedrunner in the community. You'll love to see it.
So currently in college in Michigan. That's awesome. Homework. Let's see if these teams did their homework ahead of the competition. Bensor, What did he say ahead?
Hi, I'm Benson, and I'm doing chicken chapter, and we're not traveling around.
I mean, a man of few words. You know, if you're ready to compete, you're ready to compete. Now, we have to take a look at it. Let's head on over to the Fish Fam. They are led by legendary community and death runner Scissors. You've got Tyler, you've got pretty dang good.
Scissors, one of the creators of the kind of game mode within the creative mode, the death runs. And we'll see what will be competing later on. But Scissors has put together a strong team, and he's a leader too. So I can't wait to see what kind of chemistry the Fish Fam has put together with the rest of their teammates.
Yeah, and actually what's really cool about this is all the numbers are from different nations. Scissors from the USA, Tyler from Canada, Zan from Denmark. Get his thoughts on the battlefield.
Hi, I'm Tyler. We got the godfather of death runs himself, Scissors, on our team, so we're definitely going to take this on. There's no competition.
Strong words, confidence coming out there. So we're going to continue on, and Brooklyn, they're on the floor right now. They're serving it up. It's time for the trick shotters of the Little Whip Warriors, led by team captain Ninja, and they competed on a trick shot map, one of the most unique out of all of them, and they're whipping it up.
That's right. You've got team members Taco, FaZe Kaz, and Taldex 723. These guys are insane. Now Ninja, I mean, everyone knows who Ninja is. Taco is from the USA. He used to play on console but switched to PC back in Season 4. You've got Kaz. He's also from the USA. He started playing Fortnite just 2 days after Battle Royale was released. And then Taldex, he's just looking forward to playing games. He's looking forward to being here on the stage. Look at how excited they all were.
Absolutely. Kaz had some words ahead, as everybody else did, so let's listen.
My name's Kaz from Team Little Whip Warriors, and we're the most skilled, the most creative, and honestly, we're just the best.
Well, there you go. Again, just, you know, when you're ready and you're skilled, just kind of just play. Next up, though, we've got the Ravens band. This team is led by Gotaga. I mean, obviously, you guys know this band is the French monsters. Teammates Magma, Artier, and
We talked about it. He actually has played a number of different games. He actually went about 95,000 That is unbelievable sum of money.
I mean, sometimes these things happen.
It's during a charity stream, so.
Yeah, it's all for charity. That's what this is all about at the end of the day. A little fun fact as well, Gotaga's his trick and creative map was actually called Elixir City. We kind of talked about that a little bit before the pre-show. We're like, that is a dope name. But, you know, we've been hearing from the players. Next up, we're listening to Magma and what he has to say about being here.
My team is great and beautiful men. In the World Cup and in the Smash US World Competition. We have the Battle Royale stage. We have
Awesome. We're going to continue forward because we still have a couple more teams. The Llama Record Company is next, and this has a familiar name. Fortnite scene, led by Hand of Blood from Germany. They competed on a 4-minute apocalyptic where they had to survive, so not really a surprise to see Spenos, Carnifex, and Alex JJ there because there are veterans of the Battle Royale format.
That's right, and these guys have been competing, you know, since Summer Skirmish and beyond. These guys are amazing. Spenos has an amazing shoe collection. You've got Alex JJ from the UK. He also has to play back in the Summer Skirmish. Skirmish is pretty cool. Carnifex out from Italy. The favorite thing about creative mode is that you can pretty much build completely new custom game modes.
That's ridiculous. It's funny you mentioned that about shoes from Spenos because when I met him in Poland, they actually possible, and the top two joined them. That was for Turtle and Stuart, like you said. So very experienced in these type of speed runs, elimination runs, the obstacle course that you have to get through the Sunshine Soldiers.
Yeah, for sure. And Turtle specifically, man, he's just so pumped to be here on the stage, meeting, you know, his peers, and of course some of the players that are all competing across the world. And catch up with him.
Good. We got one more team to join us on the floor. It's my personal
are insane. And of course, Creative is always a pleasure to watch. I think we're going to surprise a lot of these players and you guys at home and here in the stadium with what you're going to be seeing. It's going to be a really, really great weekend, and today is going to be amazing.
Well, it's like the team captain surprised us with their beautiful maps. I'm excited to see all of them, how they contribute to the game. Lachlan, of course, he did have an opportunity to play at the Creative Showdown in June, so we'll see what he brings to the table, what kind of experience he brings to the table in being involved in that first competitive event in Creative.
Yeah, for sure. And of course, for you guys all at home that couldn't make it, we miss you, we love you, but of course, we want to give you guys an outlet to be able to watch the way that you want to. So please, for your viewing experience with real-time stats and different points of view in-game, head to Fortnite.com/watch and choose from this channel a dedicated map channel and 10 rotation options covering a selection of diverse players. We want you to be able to watch the way that you want to watch. Now, of course, Bala, I'm so amped to be here. I could not be more excited. The fact that I'm actually standing still
It's impressive.
is, I think, a surprise to every single person. And of course, here's just a few more ways that you guys could watch everything. You've got the first place, the second place feeds there, all 10 feeds for your viewing pleasure. If you want to see someone specifically tune
still.
I mean, if you guys aren't feeling the hype right now, you need to open your eyes because this is it. 10 weeks of qualifiers. 8 weeks of qualifiers. In New York City, we're going to walk with world champions. I'm so chilling with the leader of the Funky Fighters. That is Tomoya, so let's send it over to her for an interview.
Thank you so much, Zeke. I am here with Tomoya of the Funky Fighters. It is so exciting to have you here competing in the Creative Fortnite World Cup. How have you been preparing for today?
I just practiced with my team yesterday and things went pretty good. And we didn't have as much time as I thought we would do, but we played really good, so I'm pretty excited, yeah.
That's awesome. Team synergy is definitely important. Now, do you know any of the other competitors that are going to be here today that you'll be facing? Do you have your eye on anybody?
The Death Run map, I think, is going to be the most competitive. So, yeah, I'm excited to do the Death Run map, yeah.
So, I mean, Scissors is very well known for his death runs. Do you think you'll have any competition with him?
Yeah, I think it's going to be really hard beating him, but my map was also a death run, so I think my teammates have a good chance.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. Zeke and Bala, back to you guys.
Oh man, the hype is building. Now guys, the show is getting ready to start, but there it is. You've got the 32 players, 19 countries represented across 8 different teams. The Fortnite World Cup Creative Finals are about to begin. You ready?
I am ready, Zeke.
I'm ready to run inside, so without further ado, let's send it inside to kick things off.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? How you feeling today? That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Welcome everyone to the Arthur Ashe Stadium. I'm Golden Boy, your host, and I couldn't be more happy that you guys are here in my hometown of New York City. It's actually quite nice for me because that means I don't really have to travel that far. It's pretty cool. That being said, we have a lot of cool stuff that's going to be happening here today. Not only do we have the Creative Showdown, but we also have the third Fortnite Pro-Am that's about to go down. It is going to be incredible. You got some of your favorite content creators. They're going to take that stage and battle for your entertainment. Now, you know that we saw a few of the players that were coming out here. We actually have one that you all may recognize standing by with Pookie. Pookie, who you got for me?
Thank you so much, Golden Boy. I am up here on the main stage with Ninja. Familiar faces for everyone in the crowd. Let's hear it. How excited are you to be here today at the World Cup Creative Mode? This is something different for you, I'm sure.
Yeah, I haven't really done too much creative, but I've been playing a lot with these guys, obviously, the last 48 hours, and no, I'm really excited. I think we got a really good chance, and we're going to have a lot of fun.
Now, tell me a little bit how your team came together.
Yeah, I checked out their clips for the trick shots that they submitted, and they were all, they stood out to me, they were special. And it was just an easy choice to pick these 3 guys. And, like I said, we've actually been bonding pretty hard the last 48 hours. So team cohesion is an all-time high.
Team cohesion, I love it. We should have named you guys the Ninja Trick Shot Warriors, really.
That would have been awesome, but there's no, I mean, there is a ninja skin kind of in the game, so, we could have had, maybe some of that. It's all good. I like the little whip. I love my little ice cream.
And anybody that you're looking forward to facing off against here today?
Everyone here, Gotaga, he's my fellow, Red Bull competitor, essentially, and, Scissors because he talks a big game. That's it, yeah. Those 2 guys, I'm looking out for them the most.
Well, he does talk a big game. Let's see if he can back it up today. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best of luck. Golden Boy, what do you think?
Well, I think that's pretty awesome because the good news is we got 8 great teams that are going to be playing for a $1 million grand prize in 3 very creative modes, which means today's really all about fun. And who better to have some fun with than none other? You got Monster, Sundown, over at the cast booth. Take it away, fellas.
And boys and girls, Jonesies, Bonesies, and everyone in between, welcome to the Fortnite World Cup Creative Finals. I'm one of your casters, Sundown, joined here by Monster. Monster, how you doing today, man?
Doing great. This is the moment we've all been waiting for, 10 weeks of qualifiers, and it's all coming to life. And this is what we're here for.
Yes, after the 8 trials now, what you'll be seeing on the stage will be 4 sets of 3 matches in 2 never-before-seen maps, and a little refresher coming from the Creative Showdown there with Sky Station Showdown. It's going to be incredible.
That's right. So you guys have seen the Sky Station before. Lucky for them, they get to kind of come in here, prepare, kind of prepped up. But there is so much more that is going to happen that has been unveiled today.
Oh, and I mean, seeing the adaptation across these sets is going to be incredible, and they're going to get a chance to revisit them at the end with a little remix, but we'll get into that here in a second. Let's check out the overall scoring and how these guys are going to be competing and how they will win. So, as we said, that first set is Sky Station Showdown. Junkyard Juke will be the second one. Set 3 will be a never-before-seen World Run, and then set 4 will be the Golden Games. Now, the Golden Games will comprise of a singular match from each one of the other 3 with, as I said, a nice little remix on it. And the Golden Games is worth a golden llama, while all of the other sets are worth a singular silver llama. How do those llamas add up, Monster?
Yeah, you want to accumulate the most llamas throughout each set. We're treating each set its own individual thing with a couple games in between. So they're going to get a couple runs at it, and you just want to do the best in every set. Get those llamas so you can take it all home.
Yes, now the winner of the set will go through, and in case there is a tie, it will come down to that golden llama. The golden llama will trump all. Now let's get into the prizing, which will also determine a little bit of the scoring. We'll take a look and we'll throw that up there for you. And the way it ends up working is from top to bottom. Each one of these contestants will be winning money. So everyone is a winner in there, but first place ends up deciding that, and this is per the individual matches, and it's cumulative. It won't carry over through the sets, but they're still taking it home at the end of the day. So you definitely want to get into the top 4 to bump up that score.
Yeah, that's right, and that is every game. Per match, we have a big winner. Of course, it's going to be divvied out between everyone competing, but come on, with the amount of games that's going on today, this is incredible.
Yes, that is across 12 of matches total. So tons of chances to win prizes from all of these guys. Let's take a look at the roster and all of the teams who will be competing and give you guys a quick little overview. You can see Chicken Champions led by El Rubius. Sunshine Soldiers got that one right too, Zeke, with Danyan and Achin representing as the captains. Funky Fighters with Tomoya. Cuddle Crew represented by Lachlan.
But we got to give some love to the Ravens Revenge. You can see them up there. Little Whip Warriors. We already kind of touched base with Ninja. Llama Record, which you talked about a lot, coming up into here. And of course, the Fish Fam, who's going to be led by Scissors.
And these are some of the creative kings. They've been able to go through, run, qualify. A lot of them have had the world run, or not world run experience, excuse me, but in those death runs where they were doing the qualifications. But there are also some combat aspects. So we've seen Sky Station Showdown before. You know, there's going to be a little bit, I don't want to say advantage, but they might be a little more at home when you're actually firing bullets, building out, and trying to get those rotations in.
Yeah, I mean, you cannot underestimate any of these teams. These guys grind, and they all play Fortnite. But let's go ahead and take a look at the format here so we can kind of see a run on how they take these victories.
So now the VIP will be those creative captains, and they have to be the one in the capture point uncontested to score points. They will get 3 points per second in the initial hills, and then the first team to 1,000 points or the highest scoring team by the end. And also, the creative captains will be wielding the Infinity Blade.
That Infinity Blade will be important because they had to get to the capture points, A, B, and C, which will give 3 points a second. And then 7 minutes into the round, point D opens up, where you will get about a lot more, right? 12 points a second.
Four times is a lot.
That is what you want to do. You want to gun for the point D on the map. That's your comeback, or that's your lead taker.
Yeah, you can see a lot change when that opens up at 7 minutes, but now we're going to go in an overview. For those of you who are unfamiliar and didn't get party, we got you. Zeke, catch us up.
This map is a collaboration between Team Evolve and Epic. Now let's break down how it all works. For this very special event, we are bringing you an exciting King of the Hill style game built in creative by Team Evolve. 8 teams of 4 players teams will be ranked based on how long they held the capture circle and earn overall points based on their rank in that game. Those points will be added to an overall leaderboard, and at the end of 6 matches, the team with the most points wins. Let the showdown begin.
Love seeing that and getting a quick rundown on how the teams can go about playing. Now, Monster, I have to ask you, knowing the rules now, seeing the maps and the teams, who is your team to watch out?
No, early on, I thought the Little Wing Warriors and the Fish Round were going to do good, but hearing from the Ravens Revenge, Gotaga now, I'm just shifting towards Ravens Revenge here. They swayed me. Their entrance has really swayed me.
They definitely had a lot of confidence down there. Gotaga can be very competitive at a drop of a hat. My team to watch, the Llama Record Co., Hand of Blood, Spenos, Alex JJ Carnifex. You heard him talk about it. 3 competitive veterans and a very aggressive German. That's a combination that I want to see on Sky Station Showdown. Now, we've done a whole bunch of talking, but I know why you guys are here. You know why we're here. It's time to play some Fortnite. The Fortnite World Cup Creative Finals starts right now.
This is it. We are loading in. Everyone's hopping out, and they are actually familiar with this map. So we're gonna see the strategies off the bat here. Let's see who can take away and break away with that early lead you saw there. Nice wide shot of all of our captains here. Here it is. Little Wing Warriors in the lead off the bat.
Already you can see trades coming out now. A fun fact, the Infinity Blade wielder gets a bonus 100 health and shield, so it's sitting at the 200 mark. On top of that, Siphon is on. If you get an elimination, you get that 50 effective HP back over. That makes the Infinity Blade very hard to take down. They also get those big crescent move jumps to slam down. And as you can see going on the right-hand side of your screen, it is Creative Chaos all over the place. Taking a little bit where they're able to and Ninja's trying to rotate up top.
Yeah, I'm sorry to break it to you, but the Llama Record was completely pushed off of their point. And now we have Ninja who's going in with the Infinity Blade. What a player to wield this one right here. Oh, he's getting pushed back. Notice how he doesn't want to eliminate. He wants to do as much damage as possible. But is that effective?
I think you just kind of reset and you go, or you get up there and you start swinging. The 75 damage hit will be able to take it down, and the Llama Record Company establishes themselves right back up. Now, what's going to be interesting to me is how the players utilize the build. You start with 50 wood, and then if you get an elimination, you get 25 wood directly into your inventory. So if you're able to kind of eliminate out and put pressure down, you can get some ridiculous builds, as we're already seeing on the Blue Hill.
Yeah, this is actually a neck-and-neck race right here in the early game so far. Fishman, Chicken Champions, and Ravens Revenge are all trading spots at the moment. And Sunshine Soldiers comes right in to wipe that up and get them out of there. And nice job for sure.
And look at the Cuddle Crew across the way, just now getting their first points because they've been contested the entire time, where Llama Record Company has only had one team coming up towards them. Another thing to note, let's talk about the loadouts. So what are they rocking?
They're rocking everything that you can get in the game, from blue tactical up to that hunting rifle, so you have the long range, you have the close range, you have the AR. You kind of just pick and choose your battle, which you want to use.
And the one thing you're missing that the Infinity Blade wielder does not have will be flying. So everyone has a bunch of mobility to be able to get up there. So you see right there, he's just able to cut down a bunch in a decent amount of time. Let's take a look at the score. Little Wing Warriors climbing up, but it is only a 5-second uncontested lead, and they're building on it. Right now, not a lot of points have been scored, which means when that hill opens up at 17, it's going to be that much more important.
Yeah, this is going way better than I expected. There is no one dominant team so far. But the Little Wing Warriors are doing so great right now. There goes Ninja, and he does get traded out. Ravens Revenge kind of takes it back over. Will Taga's squad managed to hold it down for long enough to get their, points in. Don't forget, he has to clear out the point. There's someone on there to get anything.
Right, and as soon as you're up there, teammates are not building for you, you're exposed for the entire map. Everyone else is able to see you. You can see Arubian going in, but the double pack plus the Infinity Blade wielder of Hand of Blood. This Llama Record Company team is looking to go platinum with a great defense of their point.
There it is, very nice. Finally starting to earn some points, trying to break that, triple digit Hand of Blood. Just a fun fact right there. Dog Balco is your second biggest dog influencer on Instagram.
That's impressive, but I wonder who the first biggest is now. That's like, is there a statistic for that? Or go down the line? But one thing I do want to note for Hand of Blood, look at the eliminations coming out of the Infinity. Already sitting on 7 and being aggressive. And the more he gets that cycle going, the better champions come out on top there. No better defenders are going to hold the top. And now, once they're back up there, they're only about 10 seconds or so behind the Funky Fighters.
Dude, wait a second. Where do the Funky Fighters come from? Suddenly they're at the top here, and the Little Whip Warriors have not managed to earn any points. Sunshine Soldiers looking to kind of ruin that festival up top. But Tomoya, we touched with him with Yuki early on. He said, you know what, he chose his players, you know, specifically because they're great at depth runs, but it looks like they battle it out too.
And they're doing a very good job of making sure they go at the same time. Point here, being patient, doing everything he can to try and fight Elder, but he doesn't want to commit before his They're there. Uzi coming up with them as well. The fight is on, but we switch back over to Scissors. Shocking it down. The fish bib is a sushi there as the retake happens.
That is actually crazy. Watch him kind of wait here, prepare the ambush. His team comes up and they collapse on the point. And bye-bye fish bib.
I know that they had enough mats to completely encircle the top, but the Infinity Blade would be able to come right out. So instead, Tomoya jumps straight up to just stall out a couple every second. Every second matters as Yasushi also on 8 Elins right now. The sword players putting in work.
We have a bit of a tie up top. Funky Fighters and Visionam. Llama Records so close as well. This is a close one for the run in the top 5 so far.
And I like seeing the Funky Fighters using impulses out of spawn. You get 9 of them, so it's great to throw them off to knock other people off the point, but use 3 to get a little faster. These guys are all very experienced in terms of navigating basically every part of creative and battle royale, so they can use those little quick impulses to get themselves more efficient. As you see Zand go down, Suzu go down, Scissors go down right there as Lachlan is just cutting them apart. But Tomoya, again, the Funky Fighters come out on top with the Infinity Blades at least, so no points going over right now to the Cuddle Crew.
Oh no, the Cuddle Crew does not have the Infinity Blade wielder here, so Clitex has to kind of hold it down for now until the leader, the team captain, can get up to the top. If Blackland gets there in time, he might be able to, but nope, they kind of lose their point of interest, unfortunately.
And now Gotaga goes up and goes straight back down, not able to catch himself on the edge, so Raven's Revenge gonna have to wait a little bit before they get points, but have full control, and Gotaga unfortunately breaks some of his build there.
Yeah, you see Chappie. Chappie's from the favorite aspect of creative. This is why they're doing pretty good right now. They kind of close it up. Looks like the Cuddle Crew has come back, but the Fish Fam is here to ruin that entire party. Can they shut it down? And Scissors survive just for a bit more.
And again, you see every single time the Funky Fighters go up, it is never a solo person. It is always 2, most of the time 3. They get control and then they immediately box up. But while we've been talking about them, let's check in back with the scoring as we're now right around the 3rd mark and a minute out from that 12. Because, hey, if all you're doing is sitting there rifling, that's fine. Somebody's going to take a hunting rifle and make you miss. Lachlan goes up, MSYD is just behind him, and Lachlan is able to take that one over. Taz is trying to do everything he can. He does hit Lachlan, so good delay coming out from there, but opening up about a 20-second lead. But here we go. 3, 2, 1. Middle point is open. That's 12 points per second, and right off of the bat, we see Cuddle Crew heading towards the impulse is going out, and a swing and a miss there with the Superman. Going to get him as soon as he's able to hit the surface all the way. Will take it, and then immediately taken out. This is
whoever's the last one here is probably going to be the most successful. Remember, you need your sword weirdly. It has to be there. If Lachlan isn't there, it's not even worth fighting for. So Claytex doesn't care. He's trying to pick up that Elin counter, and he's on it. Plays some good defense there. Down goes Hand of Blood. No points for the Llama Record anymore. They actually use that. So, seconds put them all the way back up to second place.
And two of the Cutter Crew right now have combined for 31 eliminations, but they're not converting it into points. They're currently sitting at the bottom, 189. Little Whip Warriors do still have a lead, but it's already just as I said, with the middle hill, Funky Fighters almost taken away. There it goes right on over, and you see any amount of time in that middle hill is so efficient.
I'm actually loving that little start right there. Hold a point, then aim out to where these players spawn in and kind of move in from, just kind of pressure them back.
Yeah, so that's when you need somebody with a hunting rifle to start taking shots and saying, hey, pick on somebody else. If you look this way, you're going to have to respawn. If you can't get tags, great, but if you don't get to anything, it's not worth it, as I just kind of stuttered, because Carnifex is sitting on 23 eliminations. Made the play on 14 right there. That's why the Llama Record Company is ahead right now.
Yes, they were using that 4x bonus rapid point which is right in the middle. It only appears after the 7-minute mark. So now that we only have 5 left in the game, it's up to whoever can hit that 1,000 first or the timer runs out. But at this pace, I think the Fish Fam, the Funky Fighters, or the Llama Records are probably going to take it.
And the Sunshine Soldiers are also racking up points quickly. What's interesting to see is the Fish Fam are pretty much now uncontested, as everyone has tunneled into center hill. But once you get later into the game, when you need to kind of go up a little bit more, consistent points end up winning. Everyone will turn their attention to the 12 points per second. You'll have impulses going down there, random hunting rifle shots, builds 24/7 because they see that tick happening. And look, as I said, all the sword players are down there. 2 of them going off. The attack shotguns being thrown up, walls everywhere, but it doesn't matter. Points aren't being scored right now.
Yeah, they're trying so hard to get all the bonus points that the Fish Fam is just like stealing away the lead right now. But also, remember, if their teammates pick up elims, you get matched straight to your point, into your inventory. So they're able to fortify it there. That's why they're just slowly growing.
And you can actually fortify to prevent the impulses from going in or make kind of a wall to toss it in. As you see, Hand of Blood picking up his 16th elim, but hey, Scissors is chilling.
Yeah,
Pumpernickel it up, man. Pumpernickel it up. Yeah, let him know. Let him know. There we go. He's saying, hey, you guys, we'll stick to our strategy. Let's see if somebody goes to contest it. There it is right away. They go up, but all 4 of them. You don't want to run into this. They're ready and waiting. They know they have the lead right now.
Oh, holding the trophy.
Look at he's looking around, he's telling him to let him know, man, and that's what it's all about. They've opened up a 100-plus point lead, but no contention, because everyone is tunneling on the bottom.
And I like this now. Now they're turning their attention outwards. Other teams kind of realize, wait a second, they're just up there scoring.
But what can you do in this instance? They see the other scores. That leaderboard is running for them. What they have to do, if you're the Llama Record, you hold the middle and lock it down for that time. And then the second you get the lead, start running at the Fish Fam. Don't let them come anywhere near any point. Nobody else is going to catch you unless they get everyone's attention is there right now. And the Llama Record coming now has a 100-point lead back.
It let their guard down one time, and suddenly Llama Record takes the lead. And the Fish Fam wasn't just farming all those points. Nope, Fish Fam no longer have a free point. It is up to everyone to stop the Llama Record Company here, because Hand of Blood has 17 elims, and he's going for the middle now. He's got his team ready. Let's see what's he gonna do. Hits the vent, goes right in, nice and sneaky. Oh, he's still waiting. Look at the big brain blaze. Comes up the collateral right there, and it's all his. The center point is his to earn points now, Sundown.
It's so close. It's just a few more
Gotta
ticks. That
stop
would be
him.
it. One more goes over, and that's it. Llama Record Co. takes the first match. Hand of Blood, Venom, Alex JJ, and Carnifex are your match 1 set 1 winners right there. Coming out, well-executed gameplay, and they say, Scissors, you can hold that L instead of the trophy. Don't celebrate too early.
The World Cup Creative Finals. Every game is worth so much money as well, so much prize. So to take a victory off the bat, that was your fan-favorite pick.
I mean, they had everything going in. They had to make sure they were able to get in. You see the last few minutes, they already boxed themselves up after covering out the Funky Fighters. Were the only contestants. The Funky Fighters actually also had the Fish Fam in the last moment, which is huge in terms of the prizing, but what will end up being a Llama in the end.
The let's goes, the energy is real. You see the excitement. That was a great game to watch.
It's fantastic. Honestly, I love Sky Station Showdown so much because I think there's a level of depth there, right? Everything is wood, so you're able to like kind of get through it. The Infinity Blade cuts through all of it right away. The Infinity Blade wielder doesn't have the ability to build and support for the
At 7 minutes, like the middle just opens up and you get like 12 points a second instead of 3. So yeah, we decided to work on that. We weren't that good at first, but we got our strat going. So yeah, it went pretty good.
Speaking of strategy, are you going to carry that into the later games? You're going to change it up?
We're just gonna do the same thing. Hopefully no one follows us.
I mean, now all of your competitors have heard you say that, so we might have to discuss strategy a little bit when the microphone gets turned off. Now, finally, for you over here, how does it feel being here, playing in front of this massive audience?
It feels amazing, like it's just a dream coming true.
Thank you. And for you over here, you traveled all this way to just be here, be at the World Cup. Is it surreal? How do you feel about it?
It's an experience. It's really nice.
Yeah, and we love Spandau.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll talk about that. You guys got to educate me on that. Not sure what that is. Thank you guys so much. Congratulations on taking the first game. Casters, back up to you.
Thank you so much, Llama, Record Co., Hand of Blood, Spenos, Alex, JJ, and Carnifex taking the very first match of the Creative Finals, the first match on the stage. I mean, it was an impressive format. They clearly had a strategy they wanted to execute on. It took them a little bit to get there, but over the course of the game, they were consistently accruing points.
Yeah, I should have known last night they were going to do good. Saw them on the hotel lobby. They were hanging out, literally as a crew. One of the only creative teams that I saw sticking together like a squad. Should have put my money on it.
Like I said, bandwagon. It took less than one match in an interview, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm fully on board,
I'm
no
so
problem.
convinced.
It's all good. This set has been so exciting. I mean, who are you looking out for? Who can contest them? And what do you think the next step is to shut them down? They say, hey, we have a game plan. We're going to do the same thing. And I agree. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Like, stick to that if you're going to keep winning. But what do the other teams do to now make them uncomfortable? How do you go challenge them?
I mean, honestly, we saw a lot of that team play out of the Fish Fam, right? You wait for your Infinity Blade wielder to come up and then get the team to back them up. You have to work together. And remember, when you catch an elimination, you get mats for it so it can help you build.
Yes, mats and the health back, but the first match is done. The second match is kicking off right now, and we will have a pretty good idea of where we're going. I'm excited to see if they can repeat, and now the second match is underway, and right away you can see some players sprinting out, some opting to take some hunting rifle shots as Lachlan grabs that Infinity Blade and goes straight up. And you can see you can actually make it to the top if you hit the vent, jump, and then jump again. 2 jumps right away. Fish Fam and chicken contenders. God, awful. Chicken champions. Apologies.
Tenders, chicken what? You trying to eat some
Tender defender, chicken tenders. I know, my fault.
All right, here we are. So this time around, the Sunshine Soldiers actually managed to get some points off the bat. very good for them, but Little Whip Warriors, same thing we saw before, how to take, you know, a little bit of the first big step here.
I mean, Ninja, it knows those jumps. He's able to get around incredibly efficient, up to the top right away. But the early tack fights coming out, Tomoya able to ruin that one there, but then Tyler trades it right back out. And what really is important here is about establishing control as a team. You want to stay together and just get your momentum rolling as Ninja goes up, followed quickly by the Little Whip Warriors. Ninja goes first, gets 1 elim, gets 2 elim as they swarm from both sides. So Ninja was up 2 from the back, 1 from the front. That was a very well coordinated retake.
Love how they did that, and now they're all holding it together. Kaz holding on the backside, keeping these players off the ramp, but it's Gotaga squad who's coming up the top here. It's Chappie, and Gotaga dives right on up into it, and doesn't matter, he just gets taken right down. This is what you need to do here.
6 eliminations already coming out from them. Taldock with 1, Kaz on 4, and then 2 for Ninja with the Infinity Blade, as Taldock is immediately spraying down shots, making it just a little bit more difficult. But boom, there come the hunting rifle shots, and Taldock is taking shots as well. Out of builds and needs to back up and use his team there, and Gotaga goes straight up.
Oh, they need some builds for their backside because they are getting sniped straight out of that spawn point there. It's Raven's Revenge, who they're just kind of gatekeeping at the moment, right? Look at Chappie's like, dude, I can't even go up right now because the team is up there.
It was a good challenge, and he did some damage, but Ninja was all over it. Now already up to 4 elims, opening up a 60-point lead, but have to keep an eye on the other parts of the map as the Chicken Champions are doing their best to hold the top but get pushed out. Kaz finally gets taken down, but 5 elims on his first life there as Ninja challenges Magma. Will he be able to clean that one up?
Yes,
and
he does.
But Chappie's on the other side. Slam goes down right away, but now we're over on board with your match 1 winners, the Llama Rekiko, and they're already slaying out as well. 12 elims for them, but 0 on Hand of Blood, which is actually efficient, assuming he doesn't need the health. Will have the sword regen going through, but he can't use the builds, right? So
Yeah,
other people need them.
He can't build. He also can't get hit right now, so he needs to be careful because he is 1 shot away from getting taken out here. But someone dives right on up. He has to put that pressure down, and it's the Chicken Champion to make a quick end of him. And it's their turn to start accruing points, but no. Chicken Champion leader goes down there.
Good attempted defense from Carnifex. Was able to trade out 1, but now we have 2 swords up top. Gotaga and Lachlan just trying to beat each other up, and Gotaga comes out the winner of that one. Other Cuddle Crew team does pick it up there. Just remember, it's 3 points when you're standing in the circle. Uncontested, it has to be the VIP in there. When we hit 7 minutes, there's the 4th circle that is 12 points per second.
Yeah, this is definitely very intense for Tomoya here, who again has no health. The Funky Fighters are trying to get that dominant lead they had in that game 1. Can they get it? Ooh, he knows he's on camera there, gives a little bit of a taunt. And uh-oh, is he gonna challenge? No, stays back, says, you know what, points are more important right now. He's just focusing in on the points here.
And you can see the Funky Fighters trying to prevent that ramp coming up. It's very efficient to just immediately, as soon as you come out, have 2 team members ramp up into the left or up into the right so you can get up to the first level. However, the Infinity Blade will break that in 1 shot, and you have a ton of rifle ammunition. All of these guys being maxed out on ammo.
Let's see here. These are all the spawn points. You can actually see the banners hanging, so you know if you really want to focus in and kind of shut down a team, you totally can. And Llama Lords are not doing great this game.
No, and this was the double jump I talked about. Ninja goes straight up. That's the first elim. He's going to be able to point his camera, go up, and challenge as soon as the team decides, but instead, going to save that jump to be more impactful. Raven's Revenge trying to get pushed out right here. Gotaga and crew doing everything they can, but Taldock is going up the back. Chappie gets taken down for Ninja's 8th elim, and he jukes him out, going straight back up top. Gotaga, does he have the health to take it? First swing comes through, and Ninja goes down.
Yeah, he just needed another elim to put him back in the game. You got to get that siphon bonus. You don't get the heals. It's really rough, even with the Infinity Blade to heal up, because, you know, the heal time is kind of slow.
It's very slow. You can see the tick going up there. It's not something that you're going to be able to rely on, particularly when other players are getting the siphon off. If they're the ones trading out the shots, they can quickly change HP, and those are long animations. But look at the challenge. The 3 different teams going up, and now it's just the Fish Fam and the Cutter Crew. Lachlan doing everything he can. Zan goes down, but tries to create a little bit of space, eats the headshot from Suzuhu, and disengages.
Cuddle Crew finally getting a couple points here. It's been pretty rough for them so far on this map here. You can see this struggle just a bit. The story has definitely been Ninja's supreme dominance so far. He's doing pretty good right here. And even with no health, says, you know what, I'm not going to give away 3 points. Might as well go for it. He was so close.
Yeah, you can see him calling out the whites there on the sword, knowing they only need a couple more shots to get it as we switch back on over to the Cuddle crew, who've established themselves there, but are still struggling to kind of get the points. The first time we're really seeing them all together, but Clydetex immediately gets ripped from the spawn.
Yeah, Lachlan's team needs to represent. There they are. They're finally starting to score it up. He's got a couple of eliminations. You can see X-Sandy here. 16 Elim, so definitely has some Slayers there.
Yeah, they need to figure out their game plan because they're getting Elims and putting things together. They have solid numbers. They're just not getting the right hill time. Maybe it's go somewhere else. You don't always have to go to the point that's directly in front of you. Go contest someone, or maybe just go mess with somebody at their spawn. Delay them so they don't rotate towards you. Like a number of times, as you said before, you can see where people are spawning. If you want to go deny a team, you can send somebody to deny them. Just know that player is coming back over and over and over with likely more resources than you.
Every single time. And look at this. The Little Wit Warriors approaching that 400-point mark. And in just 1 minute, that new point capture D will be unlocked in the center of the map.
And while they have a solid lead right now, just under 150 points, that disappears in the blink.
Okay, pretend to be surprised.
Each siphon can collect up to 3 tanks, and you'll have to defend it during each filling. You can choose to collect after each tank is completely filled, but doing so will destroy the siphon. that bad in home base? Are people really that down?
I mean, yes. You know, they make plans to meet with friends a few weeks out, but never more than that. You sometimes hear next month, but you're never gonna hear next year.
There will be a next year. There will be a next decade. There will be a space fleet, and I will get that husk!
You don't have to convince me.
You serious? Throw the switch to start the siphon. Be ready for visitors. That's right.
Sorry.
Siphon taking damage.
Wish I could. Can't. Nope.
One tank has been filled. Do you want to collect the tank, or activate the siphon again to fill up the next tank? To collect a full tank, use the valve next to the tanks. If the siphon gets destroyed, you will lose any uncollected tanks. Siphon health critical. We lost that siphon. It happens. Let's see if we can find another one. Siphon taking damage. Between you and me, home base is running out of fuel. But lucky for us, I've located an area rich in raw blue glow. Find the deposit, place an updated siphon on it, and collect as many tanks as possible. Home base needs at least 6 tanks of blue glow to refine to put the fuel back at acceptable levels. But the more we get, the better it will be for all of us. Your window for collecting the tanks is fairly small. A big storm is rolling, and I'll have to bring you in before it hits. Each siphon can collect up to 3 tanks, and you'll have to defend it during each filling. You can choose to collect after each tank is completely filled, but doing so will destroy the siphon. Are things that bad in home base? Are people really that down?
I mean, yes. You know, they make plans to meet with friends a few weeks out, but never more than that. You sometimes hear next month, but you're never gonna hear next year.
There will be a next year. There will be a next decade. There will be a space fleet, and I will get that husk!
You don't have to convince me.
Hey! Help!
switch to start the siphon. Ready for visitors.
Why do you do this? Wish I could.
Siphon taking damage. One tank has been filled. Do you want to collect the tank or activate the siphon again to fill up the next tank? To collect a full tank, use the valve next to the tanks. If the siphon gets destroyed, you will lose any uncollected tanks. Let's see if we can find another one.
You're done here.
Siphon taking damage. Siphon health critical. One tank has been filled. Do you want to collect the tank, or activate the siphon again to fill up the next tank? To collect a full tank, use the valve next to the tanks. If the siphon gets destroyed, you will lose any uncollected tanks. Let's see if we can find another one. Throw the switch to start the siphon. Be ready for visitors. Siphon taking damage. Siphon health critical. We lost that siphon. It happens. Let's see if we can find another one. Throw the switch to start the siphon. Be ready for visitors.
It's good. One tank has been filled. Do you want to collect the tank or activate the siphon again to fill up the next tank? To collect a full tank, use the valve next to the tanks. If the siphon gets destroyed, you will lose any uncollected tanks. Let's see if we can find another one. Nope. Throw the switch to start the siphon. Be ready for visitors. Oof. Siphon taking damage. Siphon health critical. One tank has been filled. Do you want to collect the tank or activate the siphon again to fill up the next tank? To collect a full tank, use the valve next to the tanks. If the siphon gets destroyed, you will lose any uncollected tanks. Let's see if we can find another one.
Can't deny the rhythm. I tried. Sorry. Can't. They're out there. They're ugly. I get it.
You are not a bear.
good. Nope. I'm shaking. Yes, terrified.
Has been filled. Do you want to collect the tank or activate the siphon again to fill up the next tank? To collect a full tank, use the valve next to the tanks. If the siphon gets destroyed, you will lose any uncollected tanks. Let's see if we can find another one.
I'm pretty hurt.
Nice try. Hopefully we can get more in the next fuel run.
ready for visitors. Siphon taking damage. Siphon health critical. One tank has been filled. Do you want to collect the tank or activate the siphon again to fill up the next tank? To collect a full tank, use the valve next to the tanks. If the siphon gets destroyed, you will lose any uncollected tanks. We lost that siphon. It happens. Let's see if we can find another one. Siphon taking damage.
Cosmic do-over.
Siphon health critical.
They're out there, and they're ugly.
One tank has been filled. Do you want to collect the tank or activate the siphon again to fill up the next tank?
Next.
To collect a full tank, use the valve next to the tanks. If the siphon gets destroyed, you will lose any uncollected tanks.
I'm about to save this motherfucker with my life. Oh shit,
We lost that siphon. It happens. Let's see if we can find another one.
Peppa, what are you doing in the delivery room?
Sorry.